Hi sa inyong lahat. Ngayon ay gagawa tayo ng inventory and sales system using MS Excel. Just to show you kung ano ang gagawin natin sa tutorial ngayon, gagawa tayo ng 4 worksheets para magawa ang inventory sheet na katulad nito. So first, gagawa tayo ng master file. And then gagawa tayo ng deliveries file. Gagawa rin tayo ng sales file. And then, ililink natin lahat sila to create an inventory file. So, everything will be done in Excel. Anong mga formulas ang gagamitin natin to create this kind of inventory and sales system? Number 1, gagamitin natin ang VLOOKUP formula. Gagamit din tayo ng conditional logic formula, which is if. Gagamit rin tayo ng SUMIF. At gagamit din tayo ng iba pang techniques like using name range, Excel table, and conditional formatting, number formatting, and of course how to format our Excel table. And then lastly, I will show kung paano natin i-update ang ating inventory and sales and deliveries sheet, and also how to add transactions. Okay, so first thing that we need to do is we need to create a master file worksheet. So I just open a new worksheet. I'll just type in master file. Okay, so what does a master file looks like? So it looks like this. Master file is a list of all our products with a code number that we assign to them. Is just a sequence number. It's like SKU number. And then we have a category. Since we have 2 categories for this example, we have cake and cookies. And then we have their individual cost, yung cost nila pag binili natin from the reseller. And then also yung selling price. Ang business pala natin is we are a reseller of cakes and cookies. Gagawin ko lang, I'll just copy. But you can also have your own description. No? So I'll just copy it and then I'll just paste it somewhere here. So, okay, so this would be our headers for our master file. So, i-edit ko lang siya. Format ko lang yung row height, palalakihin ko lang siya to 50, and then at the same time I'll change the font, and then I'll make it a little bit bigger, no? Okay, so this is our column header. So for our code number, it's just a sequence number, so 1, 2. So we'll just maybe hanggang 12, and then yung description, category, and cost and selling price, I'll just copy it from the original file. But in your case, if you're building a master file, you need to type everything. But for this tutorial, for us to be quick, I'll just copy it. Okay, so now that I have copied the description, no? Yung list ng cake, yung produkto natin, then yung cost and yung selling price, we need to turn this data range to an Excel table. So to turn an Excel range into an Excel table, we need to press Ctrl T. So now Excel will automatically detect your data range, and then Excel also check that my table has headers. All we need to do is we click OK. So now once we click OK, we can choose the formatting options that we have here, and then I'll just change the formatting of our, then I'll also increase the row height to 30. Okay, and then probably what we can do is we'll just format the selling price, and also this one we'll make it somewhere in the middle. Okay, now we have our master file. Then we will go to our next worksheet, which is deliveries. Next that we will do is on how to create the deliveries worksheet. So let's just give this a name, deliveries. Then let's just copy the same name here. So what is a deliveries worksheet? Is itong sheet na to is yun yung listahan, or it is a list of all the deliveries that we receive for all stocks. Okay, so ikakopy ko na lang yung column headers dito sa atin, so para hindi na ako mag-type. So itong ating headers, meron tayong date. Yung code number pala, pinalitan ko na rin din yung code number dito sa master file para pareho na lang sila. So and then yung the description, category, yung quantity ng deliveries, yung cost, and then yung total value. Gagawa tayo ng name range manager. Ang gagawa natin ng name range manager is itong code number. So i-highlight lang natin itong column na to hanggang dun sa dulo, which is hanggang dun sa 12. Then we go to formulas, we go to create from selection. Sa Excel, automatically check yung top row. So, ibig sabihin, yung top row niya, which is yung code number, yun yung magiging name ng ating range. Itong 1 to 12, ang range niya, ang name ng range na yan would be called code. So, we'll just click OK. So, now, may name range na tayo. We can now create a data validation listing. So, let's go to data. Then dito, we'll just click it here, then data validation. Settings, we'll go to list. We'll just click F3. So lalabas na yung range na we give a name, no? Which is yung code. So we just select the code, okay, and then we just click OK. So now, yung numbers na 1 to 12, it's already available for us anytime as a data validation list. So we just have to select which of those code number is included in the delivery, and then yun ang ating i-fill up dito. So for the description, we'll just create a VLOOKUP. Lookup value natin is then comma 2, then 0 for the exact match. And then enter. So ang number 1 natin is the carrot cake. So let's check. So our number 1 is carrot cake, so which is true. So now for the category, we'll also do a VLOOKUP. Napapansin nyo, kasi this is now an Excel table, we don't need to highlight, we just have to place the cursor dun sa taas. Kung napapansin, nagkakaroon ng down arrow. So, pag nagkaroon na ng down arrow, i-drag nyo na lang to the right. So, i-drag natin hanggang dun sa category column field, no? And then just comma, then 3, because we want to extract in third column, then comma, then 0, because we are looking for exact match. Then enter. So, let's check ang carrot cake ba is under the category cake. So, carrot cake, that's also cake. So, we're doing okay. Quantity, ito yung ima-manual input nyo based doon sa actual delivery. So, we will just leave it blank for now. And then, yung cost is, we VLOOKUP uli natin. And then, 1 uli, comma, we'll go back to our master file. Drag lang natin hanggang doon sa cost. Comma, 4, 0, close parenthesis. So now, let's check. Ang cost ba ng carrot cake is 758. Carrot cake, 758, which is correct. Okay, so now let's say my delivery last July 1st, 2020. Let's just format the date to, let's give this a format. Siguro, let's choose this format. Date format, and then let's say we'll just input 2 quantity, and then total niya is quantity multiply by the cost. So okay, so we'll do a little bit of formatting for this worksheet, but before we go, we will turn this data range again to an Excel table. Katulad ng ginawa natin sa master file, now we convert the data range into an Excel table. For this one, we will do the same, and for all the worksheets that we will do today. So how to convert a data range in an Excel table? We do it by pressing Ctrl T. So again, Excel automatically detects your range. My table as headers. Then we just click OK. Then you choose the color that you want. Anong color natin sa orange? Probably sa deliveries will give it a different color. Let's say yellow naman siya. So now we'll just do a little bit of formatting for this one. This is our deliveries worksheet, and then after that we'll proceed with the next. So okay, tapos na tayo sa delivery sheet. Susunod natin gagawin na sheet ay ang sales sheet. Let's insert a new worksheet. Let's call this sales. Then let's copy it, and then let's just give it same name here. Tapos let's just format it to, I think that's 24. So itong sheet na to yung sales. Dito lahat natin i-record yung mga sales transactions natin for our cake sales and cookies sales. So I'll just copy the headers para hindi ko na ita-type. Okay, so I just pasted it. Similarly with our deliveries worksheet, meron tayong date, and then meron tayong customer kung sino yung pinagbentahan natin, and then again meron tayong code number, which is this one here. Pareho dapat sila. And then description, if we look up uli natin, category, quantity kung ilan number ng cakes or cookies ang nabenta natin, then yung price, tapos yung revenue, yung selling price ninyo, and then yung cost, and then yung margin natin. So customer natin, again, katulad ng ginawa natin sa deliveries, gumawa lang tayo ng validation listing. So dito rin gagawa rin tayo ng validation listing, same steps, list, and then dito let's just press F3, and then lalabas na yung code. Then click OK. So now yung 12 products natin makikita natin dito sa data validation listing. So let's say i-select muna natin one, and then again for the description, category, and the cost and the price, we will do VLOOKUP doon sa ating master file. So equals VLOOKUP. Lookup value is yung code number. Then let's go to our master file, description, comma 2, comma 0, close parenthesis. So we should be getting carrot cake. So we'll do again for the category, equals VL lookup. Lookup value is yung code number, comma. Let's go to master file. Again, kapag lumalabas yung down arrow, ida-drag na natin siya to the right. So, click and then drag to the right. Okay? And then, comma 3, comma 0, close parenthesis. Oops. Then, close parenthesis. We should be getting cake. So, yung quantity, we leave it muna. Yan yung number of the cakes or cookies na nabenta natin. And then for the price, that is the selling price. So let's do VLOOKUP. equals VLOOKUP 1, comma, let's go to master file, code, hanggang dun sa selling price. So, comma, pang 5 column yung ating selling price, and then comma, 0. Nilalagay natin 0 kasi it's pareho lang din yon kung ilagay natin is false. Pero para mas madali, just input 0. Pero pareho lang yung magiging result nyo. It means that we are looking for an exact match. Close parenthesis. So now we're getting the price of 1,137. Tama ba? So yeah, that's correct. 1,137. So ano pang i-VLOOKUP natin? Of course, yung cost. So equals VL, code number, comma, master file, highlight again, hanggang doon lang sa cost, comma, pang-apat na column yung cost, comma, 0, close parenthesis, enter. So ang cost niya ay 758. Tama ba? 758? 758. Okay. Okay, let's say meron tayong date dito, July 1. And then let's just format this date. Format natin kanina is ganito. Okay. And for the customer name, we will write, of course, kung sino yung umorder sa atin. Siguro ilagay na lang natin si Joy. Yan ang ating customer name. And then siguro, for an example, ang quantity in order niya, ilang carrot cake, siguro let's say 3. And then we'll do a calculation dito sa revenue. Yung revenue is just multiplying yung quantity multiply doon sa selling price. So that's our revenue. Ang margin naman natin is revenue minus cost. Okay, so now we have our sample sales transactions. Again, let's do a bit of formatting. So now we have 3 worksheets. We have the master file, we have deliveries, and we have the sales. Next na gagawin natin is yung inventory worksheet. So let's insert another worksheet. So let's call this one inventory. Then we will just copy this name and we'll paste it somewhere here. Okay, and then we will just create yung mga column headers natin dito sa inventory worksheet. Okay, I'll just copy dun sa nagawa ko na so that I won't type it again. Okay, so pinaste ko na lang yung mga column headers natin. Okay, so I'll just do a bit of resizing. Siguro i-format na. Okay, again for this inventory sheet, gagawin pa rin natin yung data validation listing ulit. So we'll go to data validation, okay, list, and then ang source natin is yung name range natin na code. So we'll just press F3 para lumabas yung mga name ng mga name ranges natin. So isa lang naman yung ginawa natin, so we'll just select that one which is code. Okay, okay. So again, pagka click ko yung data validation listing, all our 12 products would be here. So let's just select yung number 1 muna, and then from here we will do again VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP muna natin yung description. Lookup value natin is 1. Then we'll go to master file. Let's go to this description, comma 2, comma 0. So close parenthesis. So ang number 1 natin is carrot cake, which is correct. We'll do for the category VLOOKUP. Category, we'll go to master file. Again, pag nakita na natin yung arrow down, just click it and then drag it to the right. Comma 3, comma 0, close parenthesis, enter. So now we're getting cake. So total deliveries, total sales, gagawin natin to mamaya. ending inventory, that's only a difference between deliveries and sales. Ang cost natin, we will get it from our master file. We'll go to master file, you go to cost, comma, that's fourth column. Okay, we're getting 758. Inventory value, multiply lang naman yan versus cost. Threshold, reorder, we will do it later. Okay, so for this one, siguro what we can do next is, again, we'll turn it into an Excel table. So Control T first and enter. So again, meron tayong design lang dito. You can choose your own design. So siguro for this one, let's pick blue for our inventory. Okay, so for the deliveries and for the total ending inventory, yung total deliveries natin ay kukunin natin from the delivery section. I'll just fill this up. Itong deliveries natin dito will come back after a while. Okay, so after filling up yung ating deliveries, let's say ito ang ating deliveries for after July 1, may mga deliveries tayo noong July 1 for all products, no? For 1 to 12 meron tayong deliveries. Ito yung quantity na deliver, and then everything else will be automatically populated na. Okay, so for the sales naman, we'll try to create sales transactions for this month, for this period. So okay, so let's say itong ating sales transactions noong July 1, meron tayong delivery noong July 1, and at the same time meron din naman tayong sales noong July 1. So yung ating inventory sheets, how are we going to fill up our inventory sheets? Kailangan natin to do a sum if. So equal sum if. So what's the range na gusto nating isum? We will go to our deliveries. We will highlight the code. So again, we just need to select the column, no? So ang criteria range kasi natin is itong code column. So we'll just select that one. Kapag nakita nyo ng may down arrow, just click it. Then comma. Let's go back to inventory. Ang criteria natin is itong code, comma, and then ang sum range natin is yung quantity niya, quantity delivered. So again, pag nakita nyo na yung down arrow, just click it and close parenthesis. Enter. So now, yung total deliveries natin for code number 1, which is carrot cake, is 6. So let's see kung 6 nga. Yes, that's correct. 6 ang ating deliveries for that carrot cake last July 1. So same thing for total sales. We will create sum if using this worksheet here, yung sales naman. So for the total sales number equals sum if. Ang range natin is, again, itong code number. Select that one, comma. Let's go back to inventory. Let's select the code, comma. And then let's go back to sales. Let's select the quantity. Close parenthesis, then enter. So, ang total sales natin for carrot cake, we have 2. Let's check with the sales. Now, we have 2 and we have 2. So, that's correct. So, for the ending inventory, ang ating formula lang is i-minus lang natin itong total deliveries with the total sales. So, simple formula, total deliveries minus total sales. So, 4 na lang ating inventory for the carrot cake. And then, ito yung cost ng ating inventory. Let's format na lang muna para let's just center it. Ito, lagyan natin ng then for the inventory value, it's just ending inventory multiply by the cost. Now, for the threshold, ang ibig sabihin lang ng threshold natin dito is ilan ba yung quantity na gusto nyo i-maintain bago kayo mag-reorder. So, for this example, siguro lagyan na lang natin ng 3. Tapos itong reorder, we will do it later. But for now, let's try to input yung lahat ng ating inventory code. Meron tayong 12 na product. So, dapat yung 12 na product na yon is kailangan naka-included here sa inventory list natin. So, to include that, we need to press tab. Then, let's select 2. Once I pressed something, to make this update or to create another transaction sa ating table, at the end of the column, we need to press tab, not enter. Press tab para mag-insert siya another line. So, for this one, let's press 3. Or if not naman, we can go to the master file. We'll just copy yung lahat ng ating code number. Control C, inventory, then dito sa baba, Control V. So, automatic yan. Our table will expand. And our table will automatically calculate yung total deliveries natin. Yung formula niya will also be copied once we update all the code. So, ending inventory also will have its own calculation. And then the cost, let's just format this one. And then yung threshold natin, I think for all products, gawin na lang natin lahat na 3 for this example. And then what we going to do next is we'll do the reorder. Alright, okay. So tapos na tayo, almost finished na tayo sa inventory worksheet natin. So next nang gagawin natin is itong reorder column dito. So, I'll show you yung final result na gusto nating mangyari. So, this is our final result. Ang gusto nating mangyari is ang tanong kasi natin dito is reorder kung ang ending inventory is mas mababa kaysa sa threshold natin. Gusto nating ilagay dito na yes, we are going to reorder. At the same time, meron tayong red flag to alert us na mababa ng ating inventory level, and at the same time we can include yung highlighting of the row. Okay, so let's try to do that here. So first we need to create a formula. If formula equal sign if our ending inventory is less than the threshold, then 1, otherwise 0. So, that is our formula for this column. So, magkakaroon lang tayo ng 01, 01, 01. Okay, next is, ang gagawin natin is to apply those red flags kapag ang ending inventory natin is less than the threshold value. So, we go to conditional formatting, new rule, format all sales based on their value. Then we will select here icon sets. So select this one here, yung my flag, and then let's just click reverse order, and then we'll change the percent to a number. We'll change this to 1, and then we'll change this to number, and then automatically it will change to 0. And then for this one, let's say no cell icon, and then no cell icon. So, ang ibig sabihin lang nitong conditional formatting, if the value in the cells na highlight natin is greater than or equal to 1, mag-a-apply siya ng red flag. Pero otherwise, wala siyang cell icon. So, let's just click OK. So, now we have those red flags kapag 1 yung value natin sa ating column, which means kapag 1 siya, ang ating ending inventory ay less than the threshold value. So now, next ang gagawin natin is we don't want to show yung 0, 1, 0, 1 eh. We want to show yes or kapag hindi naman tayo magre-reorder, we'll just leave it as blank. So again, we highlight yung column without the headers, no? We just highlight that column and we press Control 1. Now we go to custom and then here's a general. We highlight the general and then we just type in double quotes, yes, double quotes to close it, and then semicolon, dalawang semicolon, pwede na. So we'll just click OK. And then we just center it. So now, meron na tayong sa column natin na ang tanong natin is kung magre-reorder tayo, yes, 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 dahil ang ating ending inventory is lower than the threshold value. So, lahat ng may yes natin tsaka may red flag, those are the items na magre-reorder tayo because our ending inventory falls below the threshold value. Next is we would like to highlight yung row naman if it is below the ending inventory. So, gusto pa natin mag-apply ng conditional formatting if that row is falls below the inventory value. So, ang gagawin lang natin, we'll just create a simple formula na if we'll just check if K5 is equal to 1, enter. So, false. So, now, true siya. So, gagawa lang tayo ng simple calculation na to check if this cell here is equal to 1. Di ba gumawa tayo ng formula kanina na if this is if this inventory is below the threshold, then 1, otherwise 0. Ngayon naman, gumawa tayo ng simple logical questions to check if the value here is equivalent to 1 or not. So, we pressed F4 3 times. Ano lang yun? To lock the cell references. So, now we're quite okay with our dapat nagpo-false siya, dapat nagto-true siya. Tapos, let's copy this one and then we highlight the whole table, no? Then we go to conditional formatting. Let's go to new rule and we go to use the formula. Now in this format values where this formula is true, let's paste the formula here. Then yung format natin, gusto natin mag-fill siya ng, let's say, gray. So let's just click OK, then OK. So now immediately all those rows na may yes and my red flag, at the same time we highlight them in color gray just to make sure that it will catch your attention that those rows na may red flag is falling behind your threshold. That's why you need to order for deliveries. Okay, ang ating last topic is paano natin i-update ang ating file kung mayroon tayong bagong produkto or may deliveries and then may sales. Yung inventory worksheet natin, it's all automatic. Wala na naman tayong gagalawin doon. Ang gagalawin lang natin mostly is yung master file natin, deliveries and sales. Let's say, dito sa ating master file, meron tayong bagong produkto. To insert another product, punta lang tayo doon sa pinakadulo ng ating file and then we press tab. So, dahil ang ating file is converted into an Excel table, to add transactions to our Excel table, we need to press tab. And also to move to the next cell, we need to press tab, not enter. We just need to press tab, okay? I'll just press tab. Now, it automatically insert a new row for us. So, let's say, pang number 13 na to. So, once I type in 13, I'll press tab. Let's say yung ating bagong product description is egg pie. And then tab. That's cake. I'm just typing in cake. Then tab. Let's say ang cost niya is 120. Then tab. Then selling price niya, let's say 150. So, pag nasa dulo na, we can just press enter. Pagka wala na naman tayong ilalagay pa sa baba. Pero kung meron kayong ilalagay pa sa baba, let's say another product, yung pang 14, you need to press tab after nyo i-type yung 150. Pero kung di na, just press enter. Okay, then let's go to deliveries. So, let's say sa ating deliveries, again, we go to the bottom end. Kunwari, may bagong delivery na egg pie. So, again, I'll press tab. And then, ang date niya is July 15. Press tab. And then, dito, we will select yung code number niya. Ang code number ng egg pie is number 13. Nandun na siya. Automatically included na siya dun sa ating data validation listing. So, once I select it, egg pie will be automatically calculated kasi naka-formula tayo doon, naka-lookup, and also the cake. So, ang ilalagay lang natin dito is yung quantity na na-deliver. Let's say, meron tayong 5. And then, yung cost, automatic na rin. And then, yung total value niya is automatically calculated. So, okay, meron tayong deliveries. Now, let's go to the sales. Pagdating sa sales, let's just go to the end of our report. Let's say ang ating egg pie was also may sales transaction siya. So let's just press tab. July 15. Then press tab. Let's just give it the same name. And then ang code natin, we can type in the code or we can just select from the drop down list. This time, tinype ko na lang, then press tab. Then automatically, it will update itself. Ang lalagay lang natin, ilan ba yung quantity na nabenta natin for that particular product. So let's say 4, then tab, then automatically yung revenue nyo and your margin will be calculated. Okay, I think we need to update yung cost column natin. It should be multiply by the quantity. So, enter. So now, our margin is now looking okay. Looking correct, no? It's 120, our cost margin. Okay, our margin now is 120 after selling 4 egg pie. So, okay, that should be okay. So, let's go to inventory. So, kung mayroon tayong bagong produkto, of course, we need to include it in our inventory list. So, from here, I just press tab, and then here, I can just type in 13, and automatically, it will be populated. So, let's just sort this. And then, yung threshold natin, yan lang ang lalagay natin. Let's just give it 3 na rin. So, immediately, ang egg pie natin, kasi meron tayong total deliveries na 5, di ba? 5 ang total deliveries natin. Pero, nakabenta rin naman tayo ng 4. So, in our inventory report, we have 5 deliveries. We have 4 quantity sales. Ang ending inventory natin is 1. Tapos, ang threshold natin is 3. That's why, naka-flag siya kasi ang ending inventory natin is less than our threshold 3. Kaya, yes, we need to reorder. So, that's how we update our inventory report, our sales report, our deliveries, and of course, our master file. I hope you enjoy our short tutorial for today. If you need this file, please feel free to download it at my website. And thank you for listening. And if you have any questions, please feel free to send me an email. Thank you. and see you next time.